Welcome back to week 3 of English 11A. Hopefully, you guys had a good long weekend. And if not, well, I'm sorry to tell you that it's over. So maybe that's something for you. I just want to kind of greet you to the week and talk about what we're going to be doing this week, what the big points are. Obviously, from here on out for the foreseeable future, we're going to be talking a lot about Scarlet Letter. So hopefully you've read chapter 1 through 5. If you have not, then please get on that as soon as possible, because if you are not caught up, you're really going to be struggling for the foreseeable future with that. So like I said, if you're not caught up with Scarlet Letter yet, please get there ASAP, because in case you can't tell by this, it's going to be a big deal for the foreseeable future. So here we go, walking you through this. So basically, this is I'd say the majority of the period this week for those in-class days is going to be spent on discussion of the Scarlet Letter. Now, I don't want to alienate any remote-only learners, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post I've already posted a Zoom link here. I'm pointing it, I should be using the mouse. Zoom link here, so you'll be able to jump on and join us. I'm not really sure the exact format that's going to take yet, but I want to make sure it's available to you. So it should be up about 20 minutes after the period begins, give or take. So when I get the chance and when we're ready, I'll throw it up there. So if it may be a little delayed or a little earlier, work with me on that one. But come with ready to discuss concerns, questions, comments, issues, areas of confusion, areas you thought were interesting, things that you think you might be able to analyze and pick up on. Whatever you've got, bring it to the table. I'll be more than happy to discuss it, and obviously, hopefully, your peers will as well. So here's the big pain in the butt. Scarlet Letter Scrapbook. It's actually Alphabet Book. I have to change that. But this is your summative for the Scarlet Letter. Now, this is not due until, it's about a month away. But it is a big assignment. I cannot tell you how many people have stressed out over this one because of the amount of work it requires. You're going to be essentially writing 24, analytical paragraphs. It's a lot. So that's what I'm giving to you now, so you can start thinking about it, start working on it. We'll talk about that more in class, and obviously the assignment sheet is right here as well. So that's coming up. Essentially what you're doing is you are going to be making an alphabet book, A through Z. However, you will get to pick 2 letters to leave out that you can create about the Scarlet Letter. Letters, words of a significance that tie into the understanding of the text, the in and outs of a text, whatever you want to do. It's very much up to you, and we'll talk about that more in class. But that is a huge piece coming up, so please read over that, start thinking about that. I wouldn't start writing anything just yet because it's a little bit early in the text, but start thinking about it. As far as what you should be writing is your first response is due next week. This is a response on chapter 6 through 10, and when you write that, please keep your focus on chapter 6 through 10. And it's right here, along with the expectations, the rubric, everything is there, the prompt is there. It's also in your Scarlet Letter reading guide, so if you don't want to look at it there, that's fine. You're essentially talking about Hawthorne and what is he implying through his descriptions and discussions of the ministers and magistrates of Boston. And when I say ministers and magistrates, it's those in power, the governors, the magistrates, the people in charge of the church, in charge of the town. So we think about those as you read chapter 6 through 10. As far as Ramosov goes, you're going to notice I'm not throwing a lot of stuff at you. You got a lot of big stuff going on. Puritan packets due beginning of next week, so please we continue to work on that, as well as the response and reading Scarlet Letter. So that's the gist of it. It's all laid out right down here. Alphabet book, like I said, not due till October 19th to 20th, so we got plenty of time for that. But next week you do have these 3 things. Chapter 6 through 10 to be reading, the Puritan packet to be finishing up from when we get back, and Scarlet Letter Response 1, which will be my first chance to actually see some real writing of yours. So I'm excited to see that, because that's kind of where we can start getting into some of the writing portion of this class, which I'm a big proponent of, and we'll go from there. So hopefully this was at least somewhat enlightening. Once again, email, Zoom, calls will be up twice a week. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Otherwise, hopefully see you guys tomorrow or later in the week, depending on when you see you. All right, have a good one.